자세한 건 좀 더 조사를 해봐야겠지만 변종된 코로나 바이러스입니다.
코로나면 혹시 메르스?
메르스, 사스, 감기 모두 동일한 바이러스의 유전 정보를 지닌 패밀리로 보면 돼요. 코로나는 호흡기 질환을 일으키는 대표적인 바이러스. 2015년 메르스 사태 때 사망률이 20%가 넘었죠.
근데 20%는 무기로 쓰일 정도는 아니지 않나요?
아까도 말했다시피 이건 변종된 바이러스예요. 누군가 인위적으로 사망률을 90%에 육박하도록 올린 것으로 보입니다.
90%요?
그보다 더 심각한 건 코로나 바이러스는 평균 2일에서 14일 이상 느끼러지지만 이건 노출된 후 단 5분 내에 폐를 직접적으로 공격하도록 인위적으로 변종을 했어요.
그럼 치료제는요?
아직은 시중에 풀린 치료제나 백신은 없어요. 개발이 까다롭거든요. 다만 코르스 백신?
메르스 사태 후에 백신 개발에 대규모 투자를 한 삼국지학에서 곧 특허 출...
Hey, how's it going, y'all? I think we're about day 7 or some shit like that of quarantine right now. I was talking to a friend of mine a little earlier about the coronavirus because, you know, what the fuck else do we have to talk about? It's every fucking where. It's just strange. It's very strange to me. I'm broadcasting from my room, sitting on top of my other compadre. His name is Washington, this nigga Jackson. It doesn't even fucking matter. I just got done making this silly ass video that if you check out my story, you'll probably see it. But, okay, so this is my opinion, of course. I think they already knew that it was here. I think that they were already aware that it was here. I think that this pandemic is population control on a global scale. I think that we're pretty well equipped for this. They knew how many people it would take out. They at least had an estimate of how many people this would take out. Our eating habits wasn't killing us quick enough, and we for sure wasn't killing each other quick enough. And you know what? Maybe I'm paranoid. I'm hoping I'm just paranoid. You know, if I'm just paranoid and none of what I'm saying is true or has any relevance or actually has nothing backing it up, I'm cool with that. I'm actually quite comfortable with that. I wouldn't mind being wrong. I wouldn't mind. Because when I have been wrong, at least I learned something. But this shit right here is something else. So, per CDC information. Now, that means I took this directly from CDC's website. There is an estimated grand total of 413,467 confirmed cases of corona. 413,467 confirmed cases. If you're looking at it as just a numbers game, you know what I'm saying? If you're looking at it from just a numbers game, and if you're looking at it with cold objectivity, there's about so many people in the entire world, let alone one specific country. And only but so many people can be contained, can be wiped away if you're looking at it with cold objectivity. It's like a culling.
Up, General. Up. This is no place to die.
Like, think about it. This fucking virus is very specific. Very, very specific. And there's literally if it's as bad, you shut the world down. Everybody takes a whole day off. Nobody takes a phone call. Nobody's in any office. Everybody sits fucking still somewhere and waits it out. And why would be the point of buying up all this food and fucking toilet paper if it wasn't, you know what I'm saying, to stock up? The spread, the panic. In politics today, other days actually, we're talking about how if our country shuts down for 3 months or more because of the unemployment rates, we won't be able to rebuild. So you have that aspect of the pandemic and the quarantine and the stay-at-home orders. And then you have something else, a darker undertone. If I was already, hold on one moment, y'all. Yeah, kids, friends, and stuff. But you almost don't ever want to scratch the subject sometimes, because you feel like if you actually do start hitting or triggering a nerve, or the wrong person sees or hears what you're saying, you may be proven right simply by being a statistic. An accidental statistic, allegedly. But so many things are starting to add up, and so many things are just not making sense at all. So we have a big panic. Everybody's going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Shit's hitting motherfucking fans, stores. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are essential now. We went from employees to essential employees. We went from working every day to unemployed. My, oh my, how the tables can turn, how fall a collapse could happen. I will say, if nothing else, if this continues, or if it gets better, we will definitely rise again with a smarter understanding, hopefully, about what truly is essential, about life, about what we've taken for granted, those small things. We didn't realize how small a part they actually play in our day-to-day until we realized that we could actually be caught completely off guard. If our whole finances shut the fuck down. Got money I can't even do shit with because it's for renting bills. It's just for renting bills. That's what I'm playing with, as long as I'm going to be able to actually hold it. But it just, there's so much more to take, heed to. And there's so many soldiers with feet on the ground. So much military being deployed in so many areas. What is a person from the military going to do against a virus? What is a person from the military going to do against an illness? What can an AK-47, what protection can an AK-47 provide you from a cough or a sneeze? There's something more, y'all. They ain't just worried about people getting sick. Shit, niggas been getting sick forever and shit. Shit, there's AIDS been around for fucking ever. Ain't never been worried about nobody sneezing on them. And if they do, they just cuss them out. We understand AIDS, though. We feel like we got a good beat on that. Plus, we've heard so many cases of people being sit up here and cured from it and shit. It's just awfully funny that Dr. Sebi and Nipsey Hussle gets killed before this shit's released upon the world. For those of y'all that know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. For those of y'all that don't think too hard on it. It's going to hurt your brain. There's something more to this shit. Stay tuned.
Steve?
No. Groot. No.
And I remember my wife telling me, there's actually a patent on the coronavirus. And I'm like, that figures, because the drug companies, I wouldn't put it past them. But then I looked a little further, and there is a patent on it. It's patent US 200-625-7852, a US patent on the coronavirus. And it was applied for, and it's called severe acute respiratory syndrome, coronavirus. And that was applied for in 2006 by a company called Chiron. And now I'm not like into conspiracy stuff, but when it starts affecting my family, I want to know what the hell's going on. And so this company Chiron applied for it and was granted this patent on this virus, which was then bought by GlaxoSmithKline, one of the 10 largest pharmaceutical companies in the world, who happens to specialize in vaccines. And so a vaccine usually takes 2 to 2.5 years to get approved because they have to do safety testing and stuff like that. So now I'm looking into maybe there's a coronavirus vaccine. And sure as shit, there's a European patent on a coronavirus vaccine. European patent EP 317231-9B1. That was applied for in 2014. And what do you know? It was just granted in November of 2019. What perfect timing. So now my mind's racing. Is like, what the hell is the whole plan here? And now that they're starting to shut schools down, I may just be hypothesizing here, but I'm feeling like they're going to shut down all the schools, and this is a big pharmaceutical play to... All of a sudden, they're going to say, here comes the savior with the vaccine, and they're going to swoop in, and then in order for your kids to be able to go back to school, they're going to have to get this coronavirus vaccine that they just all of a sudden came up with 6 years ago. So... just some food for thought. Do your own research. I wouldn't fall into the hype. People with good immune systems, they got nothing to really worry about. So that doesn't mean to be stupid. Still take precautions, but I would look into it a little bit and spread the word.
Tony. There was no other way.
Coronavirus, huh? People crazy, boy. Oh, we that blind people wake up. Come on now. Coronavirus, another plan gone wrong with the government. So they trying to hide it. Another way to distract us and keep us unaware from the problem. It must be big, cause now they killing people to justify this lie. Got you running around crazy, spending your little tax money. Kids ain't going to school for 3 weeks. Buy tax money, we doing what they asked of us and looking like crash dummies. Meanwhile, they dropping stuff in the air that make us act funny. And I don't think I know it all, man. I ain't even 30 yet. But I know enough to know when somebody else doing some dirty shit. Stock market's going down, business getting shut down. Trump offer $1,000 like that's enough money. Wow, that ain't enough to pay your rent, not to mention your other bills, or the fact that they target the ones that keep us on track for real, like grandmas and grandpas, our mamas and our daddies too, the ones that actually pay attention, give us the game, they watch the news, they look at them like old fools, but they doing what we trying to do. We walking around like phone zombies, without them we bound to lose. Let's say I'm wrong, I could be wrong, so if I'm wrong I take that, but if I'm right, why not take precautions, so we don't face that. I might not know what it years, but I'm knowing it's more than what appear. I'm knowing it's more than what they saying, and I hope y'all know it's not a game. We taking losses all across what we call United States. Black people, we used to that, but it's not about race, that's not the case. I know we used to being divided, but right now ain't the time to hate. Stay prayed up and keep your faith. We could be in our last days. I said we could be in our last days. Stay prayed up and keep your faith. We could be in our last days.